Enugu Governor Mbah sends bill to regulate Herbalists over rising money rituals. Good day, my dear listeners. Moving on to another interesting news coming to your listening ears as the Enugu State Governor Mbah sends a bill to regulate Herbalists over rising money rituals. Moving on to the full details, can you please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbah, has transmitted an executive bill to the Enugu State House of Assembly aimed at regulating the activities of native doctors, herbalists, and related persons in the state. The proposed legislation entitled Maintenance of Internal Security, Vigilance and Order seeks to outlaw money rituals, criminal bulletproof charms, and the illegal use of occupation of forest and properties for criminal activities. According to the bill, every person engaged in spiritual services in the state must be registered with the ministry, department, or agency designated by the governor. Every person who engages in the practice of rendering of spiritual services within the state, whether as a native doctor, herbalist, spiritualist, chief priest, diviner, seer, or by any other traditional or spiritual title or designation, shall be registered with the ministry, department of agency MDL of the state, as may be designated by the governor for that purpose. The bill reads: practicing without registration will attract a fine of not less than 1 million naira and not more than 5 million naira on 2-year imprisonment or both. This move is aimed at checkmating charlatans and unscrupulous individuals who claim supernatural powers to deceive and exploit the public. The bill also targets money rituals and criminal bulletproof charms. Section 15 of the proposed legislation provides any person who, under the guise of spiritual or traditional practice, administers or causes to be administered any charm, substance, or object on or for another person, for the purpose of invisibility and other forms of protection, or facilitates the commission of any criminal offense or acquiring wealth or benefit by supernatural means outside any lawful means of livelihood, commit an offense and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for a time of 6 years or to a fine of not less than 5 million naira or both. Furthermore, the bill prescribes 6 years of imprisonment or a fine of 5 million naira or both against anyone who uses or knowingly permits the use of any religious place for the commission or facilitation of a crime. Additionally, anyone involved in rituals or traditional practices using human parts will face 20 years imprisonment without the option of a fine. The bill also places responsibility on property owners who allow their land or buildings to be used for kidnapping or banditry. Any person who owns, occupies, or has control over any land or building and knowingly allows it to be used as a camp, hideout, or base for kidnapping, the unlawful detention of victims, the collection of ransom, or for any other activity connected to kidnapping or banditry, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for a term of 20 years without the option of a fine, the bill states. Moreover, private security outfits are mandated to register with the state government, providing particulars of armed security operatives employed or deployed by them. President General of Town Unions are also required to submit security report to local government council chairman or any other department designated by the government. Landlords and proprietors of hotels and guest houses are also required to obtain and transmit valid means of identification, phone number, occupation and place of work of their prospective tenant and guests to relevant authorities. Proprietors of hotels and other lodging facilities shall install surveillance cameras within public areas to record and submit records of activities to relevant authorities. The bill prescribes penalties for contravention including fines and imprisonment. For instance, landlords who fail to comply will face a fine of not less than 500,000, while proprietors of hotels and guest houses will face a fine of 1 million naira. Now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.